Aquarius Collective, welcome, welcome. I'm Nikki, your local vegan tarotist. We're going to do a quick check-in love reading for what's going on with you in your twin flame journey. I'm going to ring this bell. So on that second ring, I got something, that also reminds me of one of my favorite movies, Stranger Than Fiction. So you keep dealing with a Pisces or Scorpio. There's a lot of water energy here, fortunately. And this actually isn't a bell, it's a little incense cup that I was gifted by a Sagittarius. So you could be dealing with Sagittarius energy as well. But I just made it through the Capricorn reading, and that was very heavy energy. I feel much lighter now, and I'm glad to clear the air here. So yeah, you could be done with the Capricorn or be like a cusper, but there's something about, or you're dealing with this in Capricorn season, which is coming up, right? But yeah, there's a scene. If you haven't seen it, check it out. Stranger Than Fiction. It's like a call from the beyond, right? It's like a divine calling. So this person may be calling you, but on that second ring, I imagine someone on a mountaintop, like yodeling, like they want to shout this love from the mountaintop. We're going to start with the feminine side and see what's going on. With the feminine energies. Yeah. Whew. Yeah, that was rough energy. So Christmas time, yeah. You could have Capricorn placements. Maybe you're struggling with your Saturn placement right now. But the devil is Capricorn and Page of Pentacles. So something could be taking longer than you'd hoped. Where's my soulmate? Where are they? Hope y'all can hear me. Felt like it was really a lot of commotion going on. Sounds pretty quiet right now. There. Okay, so the Fool in the Rider-Waite Tarot is kind of the image that I was getting with somebody yodeling. Here's the Fool in the feminine side. So yes. Zero. Ooh, Hierophant. Somebody's ready to let go of the past. Somebody's ready to move forward. Release all of that negative energy. Release people who couldn't make a decision. They couldn't poo or get off the pot. There's no cute way to say defecation. But yeah, it's letting go of indecision. Could have been dealing with a Pisces, but we have these two fish here, and this one's biting on it. And this Fool is like, hey, you see this? You see this fish? Get this. And you've been sort of praying, maybe reaching into your heart space and praying in whatever way you pray, meditate, ask for any sort of divine assistance. It's like, help me let go of that. Help me, that you could have been in a cycle for a very long time of dealing with that kind of energy, indecision, confusion, and now you've moved into this major arcana energy because you believe in love, Aquarius. You believe in love. And that also reminds me of, and they are in Mona Lisa's Smile together, so maybe something with art. Mona Lisa, Julia Roberts is a Scorpio, and Maggie Gyllenhaal is also a Scorpio. I don't know what what's her name? Jennifer. Anyway, he's just not that into you. It's like, maybe you were feminines, you were dealing with a lot of masculines who were indecisive, and you're like, why do I keep attracting these people? It's like, because they're everywhere. They're dime a dozen, but they are not a dime. Um, but the scene where she says, I may do a lot of stupid shit, but I know, these are very emotionally unavailable people. Closed off. They almost looked at any sort of emotion as being weak, as being stupid. And maybe they made you doubt your process for a while. Because you could have Pisces placements or heavy water placements here, and that makes you have a well of emotion, right? And Aquarius is the water bearer, and so it's like they hold that water very close to their chest. They don't want to spill any drops. So you have a lot of love to give. Yes, 9 of Cups, wish fulfillment. Oof, and you've got somebody, could be an earth sign, could be dealing with a Taurus, because we do have the Hierophant here. The 8 of Pentacles, more earth energy. This is somebody who's here to work for the love. They're working for the stability. This could be an entrepreneur. Yeah, King of Wands, you're done being chased. You're done being chased by... Because look at this king. He was in the reverse. And his fist is all balled up. It's like people getting mad because you don't want to just lay down with them, maybe. A lot of casual sex energy. Confirmation there. The High Priestess. Yeah, people just very into superficial stuff, and because you have this depth, you get the World here and the High Priestess. A lot of major arcana here. The World is fixed energy, right? You are a fixed sign, so you could be dealing with another fixed sign. We've got Aries, Aquarius with the Fool, Taurus with the High Priest or the Hierophant, Ace of Wands. I feel you've designed this person out of thin air. It's like you almost wrote them. You could be writing something. What's that song? Or the song. Well, there is a song. She blinded me with science. But this is like, so science tells me there's a lot of chemistry here with this Ace of Wands. But I think you're looking for this 9 of Cups, and you kept attracting the 7 of Cups, which is like having a lot of options. People who have a lot of options. They put you in the 5 of Cups. Yeah, and people who are holding on, and 5 of Pentacles, 5 of Cups, 5 of Pentacles, and the 2 of Swords. People who just couldn't fucking decide. They couldn't let, what is that, sleeping dogs lie? They kept dredging up the past, and the past kept coming into your present. Maybe you dealt with a fire sign, but this is the King of Wands coming out in the upright. So this is someone who goes after what they want. Could be a Leo. We got the Strength card at the bottom here. Page of Swords. Somebody's watching you, feminines. This masculine is watching the feminine. They may think that the feminine has a lot of options, but maybe there's something. However they're watching you, if you have some sort of platform, if you're on social media, or maybe they see you at work, they could be around you in the 3D. However they're watching you, they are also gathering information so they can get to know a little bit more about you and make sure. This is a very cautious energy. They want to make sure, which is funny. It's ironic to have the King of Wands, because King of Wands is kind of unabashedly there. They go forward. They go after what they want. But this is someone who they're holding onto the wand, and I think they're angry. There's a little bit of anger here that this masculine is feeling, not toward you, but toward these people who have done you wrong, because they see that you're guarded, feminines, and they could love you better. Weird Science. That's the one where they make the... Is that the one where they make the woman from the Barbie doll or whatever? Like, this masculine manifested you into their reality, which twin flames make each other, they create each other, for the collective. Like, it's a sequence of events. There's like a science behind this. There's a lot of chemistry here. We have the Two of Cups and the Three of Pentacles. This is like a quick eloping type of energy. I think it's going to be like a love at first sight thing. So this Page of Swords, however they see, it's like they're getting a piece of information that makes them come in quickly. So they're not a Page of Swords because they're a page energy. They're just a little, kiddo. There could be an age difference, but I feel like there's more of a, like, they're actually a king. They're actually a manifester. They're actually a magician, because we got the King of Wands with the Ace of Wands. So this feels new. This is unlike anything you've ever dealt with before. And we've also got the Red Lion here again, with the Caduceus, right? The snakes. So the year of the snake is this year. So I feel like maybe by the end of this year, maybe that Christmas time, Capricorn season, by the end of Capricorn season, you could be married to this person. The Wheel of Fortune came out in reverse. And then we have the sun and the Ten of Cups. I feel like it's going to come in really suddenly, out of nowhere. Maybe you thought, oh, I'm never going to get my reward. I'm never going to get my person. There's a sense of maybe feeling like you're being punished. All right, and there's the YD, which is, to me, feels like yodel. Like, I immediately see that, yodel. They want to shout this from the mountaintops, which is interesting because here in the union imagery of the Two of Cups and the Three of Pentacles, it looks like this is almost in secret. It's very private. But there's also this like wanting to make it known, wanting to make it public. And we have IL and PW. So ILPWYD. Maybe those letters mean something to you. Let's get a clarifier here. Yes, Six of Pentacles, and there they are having a secret marriage. Six of Pentacles is having enough to give, and that reminds me of Friends, where Joey's writing the vows for Monica and Chandler, and he's like having and sharing and receiving. He keeps saying the same words over and over. I don't know, words are not enough. Maybe this person's going to write you a song or some sort of poetry or something. They might create something for you as a gift, like a handmade gift or something very personal. I mean, it could be a ring. We've got these black crystals here. So somebody could be into crystal magic. We've got the three of Pentacles again. Okay, so it is kind of secret, and maybe they're not going to be someone who wants to announce this to the whole world, but to their world, their inner world. They're talking with their ancestors, they're talking with their family, their friends. Maybe they only have a handful of people around them that they trust. They are like singing your praises to these people. And you know, when you go to the mountains, it's to find God. So it's like this person's talking to God about you. There's a lot of prayer involved here and a lot of communication with spirit, with the Hierophant here. So, and we have the Four of Wands, so, I mean, that's the big finish. That is the union, the ultimate marriage, the 1111. There's an undeniable chemistry between you two, though. So maybe... Okay. The solar plexus, yellow, just dropped. But I'm gonna, if these cubes will cooperate, I was so fussy before and a little bit during the Capricorn reading. She just came out again. We're gonna work through this, guys. Blue, it's the heart. No, it's not. It's the throat chakra. But something with the, like, this person wants to, they're singing your praises. They think you're just amazing. It's just someone who's very supportive. This masculine feels very supportive of the feminine. They've seen them do this work. I mean, we've got the high priest and the high priestess. You're both very spiritual, completely tapped in your own right. And so maybe they don't even have to say anything. But the Yodelehi who is like how you, it's like calling you in. You can hear their voice. I think there's something very soothing about this person's voice. Or your voice, and they love your voice. Maybe you sing or speak or something. Again, maybe they're watching you in whatever way you're out there, in whatever way that you can be seen by others. They are they can't take their eyes off you. Or their ears, and they're not going to be able to take their hands or their mouth off of you when you're together. So there is a lot of chemistry, but this is more important than that. It's so much chemistry because you're both tapped into source. It's a spiritual union. It's tantric. It is the divine weave of masculine and femininity. Let me get a number. 3. Yes, it's the divine masculine, divine feminine, divine creation. It is the Holy Trinity. There's something very devout about both of you in whatever spiritual practices you practice. And I don't think you're even going to have to tell anybody about it. Like, people will know. They'll be able to see it. It's like they can hear your love from a mile away because it's so undeniable, this chemistry. And I don't think it's because you're these, this like gross couple that's out there making out in public. It's just the way that you move together. The Chariot. You've got Cancer and Virgo energy. It's major arcana. I'm just seeing major. This is totally major. What is that from? Totally major. It feels like it's something they say in one of those, like, those nostalgic 80s or 90s films, like coming of age films, like the Heathers or something. Maybe the name Heather. But that's like, ooh, deja vu. It may feel like deja vu, but the Heathers, there's a few of them, like everyone's named Heather. So maybe, let me pull one more for that, because I want to see what that is. Like, because there could be, there's something that sets you apart in this person's eye. Because with the High Priestess, there's third eye here. This person sees you. I don't think... Ooh, Maiden of Pipes and the Matriarch of Shields. So we've got the Empress. Yeah. You stand out. Maiden of Pipes. And there's the pipes. So maybe somebody does sing here, because I'm getting a lot of that. But there's a lot with the alchemy of the throat chakra there. And you do everything from the heart. You speak from the heart. There's something very trustworthy about the way that you express yourself. And this masculine, I think their fist is balled up because they do not want... They can see other people maybe trying to snuff that out, like you would snuff out a pipe. But the Maiden of Pipes is the Queen of Wands. So she gets what she wants, and the King of Wands goes after what he wants, and he wants that Maiden of Wands. And I do feel like there could be an older feminine, could be an ancestor or someone who's passed on. They're smiling down upon this. Like, look at her. This Empress here is smiling down upon this. And this Queen of Wands looks a little bit like she's been burned many times. Past lives. This feels past life. I mean, and I think you both will recognize that. Maybe at first sight, or maybe at first, the first time you sit down and actually have a conversation with this person, with that throat chakra. There's something that they are like, oh, we've had this conversation before. That deja vu that was coming in. It's like, oh, I've been here before. Maybe I don't need to pull anything else for that. Corn dance. You might meet at some sort of dance or some sort of celebration, festivities where there's dancing involved. Maybe like a drum circle or some sort of like spiritual gathering. Corn dance and the Corn Maiden. 2, 6, 3. Those are some numbers. And there's the Chief of Shields, King of Pentacles. So, or the Chief of Shields would be the Emperor. A lot of earth energy here. Virgo with the Hermit. Let me just double check here because I'm still learning this deck. Shields, Council Chief, Corn Maiden. Chief of Shields. Okay, so yeah, that is the King of Pentacles. So that's somebody who has a very valuable offer. So they're coming in with something solid. The chemistry might throw you off a little bit. Warrior woman. Her titties are out. So like I said, captive. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, I like this. They want to hold you captive. Not in a manipulative way. Trust me, you're going to want to be, you might be into some kind of submissive, and it's divine submission, right? It's not any sort of like, there's no bondage here, you know? But I feel like this person, like, you're going to go into your little space together and you're going to just kind of live in your own world together. So there's that kind of, that Three of Pentacles where it's like you're in your own space, and you don't even have to talk about it, but everybody knows that you two are together and no one else is coming between that connection. Yeah, I feel like they want to captivate you. They find you very captivating. That chemistry might be a little whoo at first because you're like, is that all this is? But the King of Pentacles coming in with that King of Wands tells me there's a lot of alchemy and creative, magical chemistry there, but it's very solid and it's long lasting. So don't worry, because I do feel like there's maybe a little bit of a worry there, which is natural, right? And you'll know the difference because we've got strong major arcana here. So you're not an idiot. You're very spiritual. You know exactly what you're doing here. So just trust that you have the ability to discern between the two. And don't take anybody at their word. Take them by their action. And there's just freedom here, you know? It's like, it's not, there's no bondage here, you know? She didn't have a bra on. Because we know bras are just like modern day torture devices for women. So there's something very freeing and primal about this. Ooh, look at me, I'm like shuffling the cards. So good luck to you, Aquarius. I feel like that's going to be a lot of fun. So enjoy all of that, because it's going to be tantric, it's going to be divine, there's going to be a lot of sexual alchemy going on here, which is where we alchemize from the sacral chakra. That's how we co-create. That's how we procreate. I think I was going to say potpourri. Yeah, it's going to be very sensual. They love the way you smell. They love the way you sound. They're not going to be able to keep any of their 5 senses off of you. And through that, you both are going to express through the 6th sense and beyond, to infinity and beyond. And this is going to be long lasting. So yeah, I really hope there was something in here for you. Shit, I hope there was something in here for me. I gotta check my Aquarius placements again. I'm for this, Aquarius. This is great. Yeah, until next time, I wish you well.